Hey, how's it going everybody? Ultimately Unlucky back again once again for week number 1 of PCL Screw My Draft Off Season. And this week people we are facing off against Jazz, and his entire team is right here on the screen. Mega Scizor, Xurkitree, Salamence, Florges, Zygarde 10%, Emboar, Alomomola, Scrafty, Passimian, Cherum, and Raticate with his Z Crystal being the Dragonium Z. And I predict him to bring his first 6 Mons really. Mega Scizor, Xurkitree, Salamence, Florges, Zygarde 10%, and Emboar. So, really, Mega Scizor, it's a solid superior check. It's his best one on the team. Xurkitree, if it's brought, it's going to be brought as a Scarf Mon or a Specs Mon. Because it has no Z Crystal, and Xurkitree is just really the one who needs to function the most with Z Crystals. Salamence, just a fantastic Dragon type, my favorite one. So, and it can be brought Dragon Dance, it can be brought Moxie, it can be brought Intimidate, and like it's a fantastic offensive check. If he brings it, he would need Earthquake or Fire Blast to check Klefki. So that's one move he is forced to bring on it. Florges, it has a very big issue with the moves that it brings. Florges needs Moonblast with Psyshock, Aromatherapy, and or Protect. It needs 4 of those 5 moves. It needs Psyshock to hit Crobat, it needs Moonblast to hit Greninja. If he only has one of those moves, then Florges is not as big as a threat to either of those 2 mons, which you can see I'm bringing. So, and it needs Wisp for longevity, Protect so it can get the Wisp to protect its HP. Aromatherapy, I have Toxic on some mons, so if he does not have that, Florges is put on a timer. So that's a big issue for it. Zygarde 10%, it has the most spammable move in the meta, 1000 Arrows. It needs to be brought Jolly or Timid, or just like a speed boost in nature in order for it to outspeed some mons, as it is faster than Superior and Infernape, but it needs Jolly to do the job to outspeed them. Otherwise, I could creep both of my mons to outspeed Zygarde with outspeed nature, which I actually did. So that's an issue. Emboar, it's going to be brought Scarfs. It's just Emboar's best set. It has a Reckless Mon with some powerful moves like Flare Blitz and Wild Charge, which both those moves it can bring. It'll probably have Earthquake as well to hit the Infernape, but that's kind of the main issue. Alomomola, it'll be brought if Florges is not. Scrafty and Passimian, they would both be brought if Emboar, like either of them would be brought if Emboar is not. Scrafty is the most likely of the 2 of them to come if Emboar does not, as it does get Dragon Dance, so it can sweep Drain Punch, Crunch, and Knock Off. Those are some very powerful moves that it has in Stab. Cherum, it's not going to come at all. Raticate, it would come, really, because Jazz is crazy enough to do that. He was crazy enough to actually draft Rattata. So, and yeah, Raticate, he will probably bring that if he is crazy enough, so I would not hold him to it. So, you can see my team I brought Greninja, Mega Blastoise, Piloswine, Crobat, Infernape, and Superior. So, Greninja, it's really fantastic against his entire team. With the naive nature and max speed, we are able to outspeed Scarf Emboar by exactly 1 speed point, which is phenomenal. And then we just put the rest into our special attack. So we are Life Orb, Gunk Shot, it lets us hit the floor just for some very awesome damage, and it can also help if he predicts that we're entirely special. So that's a very good hold-off move. Ice Beam, it hits both of the dragon types. And yeah, Greninja should also be able to outspeed Zygarde 10%, so that's also very helpful. And we can live on extreme speed. I don't know precisely what damage it does, but we can potentially live it at full. And then we got Water Shuriken. It lets us hit Scarf Xurkitree. That is our main focus point. And then Surf, just a powerful Water Stab move. It will be our main move to use against the Scarf Emboar. And of course, Torrent is the only ability we can run on it. Mega Blastoise, Ignatius, we have Ice Beam, Hidden Power Fire, Water Pulse, and Toxic. Bold Max Defense and HP. Ice Beam hits the Dragon types, Hidden Power Fire hits the Scizor, Water Pulse, powerful stab move, Toxic we toxic the Florges, we toxic the Alomola, put them on that timer that they both desperately need. And Blastoise is just really helpful as a bunch of his threats are physical. Salamence and Zygarde, they have no moves that should hit Mega Blastoise super effective damage. Neither should Scizor. So the defensive nature really helps. Emboar, we can wall it potentially, but can run Wild Charge, and that should do some very heavy damage. But if he is Choice Scarf Emboar, that may not be as big an issue for us. Next up is Piloswine, max HP, max attack Adamant with Eviolite. Thick Fat is our ability, so we can take a little bit less from Emboar's Flare Blitz. Earthquake, Ice Shard are two main attacking moves. Ice Shard hits the dragons, Earthquake hits the Xurkitree, and Piloswine, it just really helps as being a check Xurkitree. Xurkitree has Energy Ball, which can do a lot of damage, but if we are in on Xurkitree before it can do Energy Ball damage, that really helps because we force it right out of there with Earthquake. And Toxic the Alomola, Toxic the Floor, just like always, put them on that timer. And Stealth Rocks, his only hazard removers are Defog and Mega Scizor and Salamence. So if he has those, that's one less move on 2 offensive mons. And that can be a big help, especially since Salamence is weak to rocks, and I'm pretty sure Emboar is as well. Okay, next up we got Crobat. I had a really phenomenal time building Crobat. So, the Hasty Nature, 192 speed, we outspeed the Scarf Emboar, and by association, Zygarde and Salamence. Then we have 116 in special attack left, 2-hit KO, max special defense boosting nature, max HP, Mega Scizor with Heat Wave. So that's very fun. And then we just put the rest of our E's into our attack stat. We do not 2-hit KO a defensive Florges, but if he is max HP, max Death Florges, we should be able to 2-hit KO him. The Pyapa Berry, it will help us take less damage from a Psychic from Florges. And yeah, Florges Psychic is the only thing that would scare Crobat, and that's really a situational move, but I think he definitely will be Side Shock. And we can test it out when we first switch in Crobat against Florges. We have Boost just for longevity. We kind of need that on this team since we don't bring it in any other mons. Although we cross that. Superior does have longevity in it, but yeah, Cross Poison hits Florges. Acrobatics, it hits his 3 flying types, and definitely should do a lot against Zygarde, 10% as well. And yeah, Crobat, I just really love prepping for this week. Hope it does well. Infernape, Arcane, has the extra belt, U-turn, Mach Punch, Gunk Shot, Fire Punch. Jolly, with enough EVs to outspeed no speed nature Zygarde. We then have max attack and we put the rest into our HP. U-turn, longevity, Mach Punch, priority to hit the Scarf Mon. Gunk Shot, we hit the Florges, Fire Punch, we hit the Scizor. It's pretty straightforward with Infernape. It's not meant to do anything that crazy, but the Infernape, he definitely has to prep for it since it's a big threat to Mega Scizor. And last but certainly not least, we have Able the Superior, the Tanga Berry, which reduces damage from super effective bug type attacks for 1 attack. It helps against the Mega Scizor, as usually U-turn would do a lot more to us, but this can help be caught by surprise. Leaf Storm, Hidden Power Fire, Dragon Pulse, Synthesis. These moves kind of speak for themselves, but the Timid, with 152 speed EVs, lets us outspeed non-speed boosting nature Zygarde 10%. We didn't have max special attack for our most damage possible, and then we poured the rest into our HP. Pretty straightforward. So we need at least, we need +4 in special attack to Oko, max special defense, max HP Scizor, I believe, with Hidden Power Fire. If not, though, we should be able to beat Scizor 1v1 since it would probably take a Leaf Storm coming in on us. And Synthesis, it helps us against the Florges going up against that 1v1. So there is always that option. So that's kind of the team. I think Jazz is ready right now. Yeah, he is. So why don't we just send him to challenge and see what he brings. See, I'm going to mess him on Discord. I'm not going to cut. So since he is right here. So Yeah, Jazz, he has one of the scariest teams in the draft by far, since he has one of the main Fairy Steel Dragon cores. Okay, accept the challenge, so let's see. You see Florges, Salamence. Oh, wait, hold on before that. Okay, I don't know why that's not on point. And fixing the idea about see Florges, Scrafty, Xurkitree, Mega Scizor, or Alola. Oh, yeah, he's Mega beforehand, so yikes. But while he fixed that, we send him the challenge. Come on now. Okay, so wait, we don't see Emboar. We don't see Zygarde. In their place, we see Scrafty. Yeah, anyway, I don't have those images uploaded for them, so I have to kind of upload them, but hold on. Yeah, sorry, it's my first time using this, but I have the image ready to upload. Okay, so Scrafty. Nope. Yeah, this is not what I wanted it to go like. Scrafty and Alola. Okay, it's good enough, so. We don't see Emboar, we don't see Zygarde 10%, so both those are kind of pluses. Scrafty is an annoyance, the Alola is as well. Okay. Everything's ready, so I'm just really gonna take my time. I want to do well on this first week. So his ideal opener in this situation, but really what's my ideal opener? So he has his 2 Wish Passes. That leads me to believe Florges might have Psyshock. Okay. So I think if we open up with Kane, we can U-turn out on anything he switches in that's not Scarf. We kind of can do that to get momentum. He opens with a Alola. Okay. So it's kind of simple. We U-turn right out. And I think we can go into... And he disconnected. Well, okay, he's back now. So, yeah. He would probably protect here to scout out on moves, yep. So he sees the U-turn. Do we still U-turn anyway? And I think we still do U-turn. But, so let's see. So if we U-turned here, we could use that to benefit by switching into Mega Scizor. If he does that, we just go into Mega Blastoise though, right? Mega Blastoise against Mega Scizor, Mega Blastoise should be able to wall it, really. So Water Pulse, it has a no, it won't 2-hit KO Mega Scizor. Wait, hidden Power Fire. We got hidden Power Fire for a reason. I don't know why. Like, seriously, everything's just running slow on me right now. Yeah, we just hidden Power Fire. So yeah, we can U-turn go into Mega Blastoise. So he Toxics us. So I'm just gonna Toxic him. I don't care, he protects. I do not care. His play here definitely would be to protect. I think I'm just going over this battle a lot more complicated than it should be. And he disconnected again. Okay, calm down now. Calm down. So while he disconnects, let's think over this. So he does check this turn. If we were to Toxic again, that would just probably be the simplest idea. Come on, Jazz. Okay, switches out. Goes in the floor test. We get the poison on the floor test. That's very nice. So here we can scout if it has aromatherapy, but we go right into Crobat. That is our play right away. We can see if the floor test has a grass move. He switches right out into Mega Scizor. We can use that. Fire off a nice fat Heat Wave. So he is not specially defensive Scizor. He knocks up our Pyapa Berry. We will take that. So let's just see if we can live the Bullet Punch. Go ahead and calc that damage. So the knockoff. So he's probably offensive Scizor. It's the only way, and we don't live Bullet Punch. We don't live the Bullet Punch. Yeah, the knockoff did 57% to us. Bullet Punch at this point, it knocks us out guaranteed. So who do we go into at this point in time? You could probably call the switch and go for Roost. But I think Infernape is our play. Switches into Alomomola. Okay. This time, I will go into Crobat, calling the Protect. Wish. Okay, so let's just Roost this turn. The worst he can do is Scald us. So let's just take a quick look. We didn't get any damage off on this thing at all. Except for the U-turn, but that shouldn't really apply too much. Scald does a hefty amount of damage to us, but I think I'll risk the burn and see what he has. So it goes into Circuitry. Okay, gets Circuitry, so his wish amounted to nothing. Yeah, this is kind of the scary part now. If we Scarf Circuitry, Crobat will not outspeed it. Going into Piloswine would be the primary option. He needs the lowest roll if he's timid for Thunderbolt to. No, that's Infernape Calc, but yeah, so yeah, he knocks out Crobat any day of the week. So check out Piloswine. Like, my main issue against Xurkitree is Energy Ball. Without the setup, Energy Ball does not kill us right away, but if he calls it, he kills us with it afterwards. At this point, that's our play. So Thunderbolts, that's amazing. Okay, that's very good. Here, I just Earthquake. I cannot risk this. I don't care if the Alola comes in. I just Toxic it. So if he switches out, we can believe he's Scarfed, or he's just scared of the Earthquake. Which he should be. His play here is to switch into Alola, of course. So I'm gonna calc out the Alola. So that has to be a defensive one. I think we still go for Toxic. Scalds, did we get the burn? We don't burn, get the Toxic. Okay. We've seen this entire move. Protect, Toxic, Wish, and Scald. Protect, Toxic, Wish, and Scald. Let's go into Ignatius. So he has two Mon's Poison, Mega Scizor very weakened. So we just Toxic, Mega Blastoise. Okay, we eat that. Here, let's just Heavy Water Pulse on the incoming Florges. We get the Confuse hacks as well. Okay, so we just want to calc out that damage. Okay, so he has to have some special bulk on the Florges. So here we can go into Crobat. Yeah, we now have the Aromatherapy shown. Here, we just go for a heavy Cross Poison. In comes the Alola again. Now I think it's the time we go into Superior. So he whips it up. I think he wants to waste a turn on our Leaf Storm. Well, I think I'll hit in Power. In comes Salamence. Okay, so we didn't waste a turn on a Leaf Storm. So, Dragon Pulse should not do a lot to this thing, even without the setup. Yeah, so we need to Leaf Storm Dragon Pulse. So... And we missed the Leaf Storm? Okay, Okay, Dragon Tails it out into Greninja. That is fantastic. The literally best situation. So here we can just Heavy Ice Beam. We see Yachi Berry. And his move is Dragon Tail. And this is amazing. Switches us down to Bio Swine. Oh man, that's amazing. Let's go to Toxic, calling the Alomola coming in. Wait. Actually, Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks. We Stealth Rocks. The Salamence cannot come back in. Oh my goodness. Yep, so in comes the Alomola. Rocks are up. Salamence cannot come back in. Go right back into Superior. He wishes. This time I'll Synthesis. Actually, no. This time I'll Leaf Storm. Because Scizor should not go down to Rocks. And we definitely would be able to live any Scald he fires off. The ideal situation would be to go into Florges, perhaps. Oh my goodness, this is going on for quite a long time. And Salamence is not, like, he doesn't have any, neither of us have any deaths yet, but he has more longevity than I do. So we Leaf Storm, hefty damage. So he Toxics us. I think I will call the Protect and go for Synthesis. Yep. So Leaf Storm again. Protect. We hit the Leaf Storm. Alomola goes down. So now we got momentum. We are +3 special attack. So he goes right into Xurkitree. So my main concern with Xurkitree is if hidden Power Ice kills. So if he's timid, it does not. If he's modest, it might. We're now +4 Superior. We just have to Leaf Storm again. I will risk it being Scarf Signal Beam, but we have the Tanga Berry. Oh man, that was amazing. Oh, I love that. Oh, we got 2 kills with Superior. He goes right into Scizor now. I don't care. I can die happy. Goes to the Salamence and lets it go down. Oh, I love this. I'm just going to Leaf Storm. He could have just gone right into Mega Scizor. He handed me that win. Can we get this 5-0 victory against Jazz? Cross Poison. Cross Poison again. Wait. You might call that. Stew. Acrobatics. Yep. We get the 5-0 win. Oh my goodness, the Tanga Berry actually worked. Tanga Berry Superior actually worked. I love that. Oh man, I hope that recording actually works on the first attempt. It does seem really slow. If it was slow the entire, like if Shutdown did seem slow the entire time, I'm sorry. It's out of my control on how OBS really works. But nonetheless, good game, Jazz. Oh my god, Superior Tanga Berry came in. So clutched. I love that. Oh, this is such a fantastic start with a 5-0 win. Like every mon, they actually did their work. Oh man, that's fantastic. So we are 1-0 with a +5 differential. That's such a better start than PCL Season 4. Hopefully, this win streak can keep going for the off season. All I can say is once again, One more time though, GG Daz, if you did record it, which I think you were, I'll leave a link to your video down in the description below if it's uploaded after this one. But for you guys who are watching, I can say thanks for watching. Make sure to smash the like button down below and subscribe, because you already know your support is greatly appreciated. And stay tuned for the next few weeks of the PCL Screw My Draft offseason to see if I end up ultimately unlucky. Bye now.